Hi everyone, hope you're all doing good. Right, this is the fourth round draw for the 16th edition of the Tapology Lucky Bastard Game. In this round, there are only 6 of you left, which is not too bad actually, because I mean last week there was 8 of you, so the vast majority of you survived to make it to this round. So I'll just quickly run over those names. They are A. Aaron Von Rattus, Boom Shakalaka, C. Collins 44, Dr. Maxis 2, and Shat. So there should be a shorter video, which means less of my rambling, which I'm sure you're all pleased to hear. And for this one, we got UFC 297, Sean Strickland versus Dricus Duplessis, rather. And it's quite an interesting fight, to be honest, because if you'd asked me if this happened a year ago, I would have said Sean Strickland had absolutely no chance. And I still think that Duplessis is going to win this. I think he's still going to stop him. Actually, I've got him for a third round knockout as it happens. Uh, but there is a little bit of doubt in my mind because, having said that, I'd never have thought Sean Strickland would have been able to beat Israel Adesanya. But then again, until about half a year ago or whenever it was, I didn't think that Duplessis would be able to beat Robert Whittaker either. So both of these have surprised me recently. They've shown levels to their game I didn't know either of them had. So it's quite interesting to see what versions of the fighters turn up. If Duplessis is off form and the Sean Strickland that was fighting against Adesanya turns up, I think Strickland can easily get another decision win here. On the other hand, if the Duplessis that turns up against Whittaker turns up at all in this fight, um, regardless of how good Strickland is, I think he's getting it done again. Because I was thinking, I know you can't really play the sort of MMA maths game, but I was thinking other potential matchups like who wins Adesanya versus Duplessis, for instance, who wins in Strickland Whittaker, for instance, uh, and things like that. But yeah, and as going off my flawed logic, I'd say if it was Robert Whittaker fighting Sean Strickland, I would still give Whittaker a very good chance. And the fact that he looked well, he didn't look too bad, but he got stopped, which was a huge surprise, more than anything, by Duplessis. And that's my main sort of thought going into this one. If Duplessis can stop Robert Whittaker, I'm pretty sure he can stop Sean Strickland as well. Because if he does get hit, he can go down. It's obviously Alex Pereira is a bit of a freak of nature, really. Just thinking why else he's gone to achieve. That's actually aged very well, that loss. But still, I reckon Duplessis has got enough, especially over 5 rounds, to get a finish. So third round knockout for Duplessis, maybe into the championship rounds as well potentially. Might find that knockout, but that's how I can see this one going. Right. Anyway, let's get on with the draw. Which page are we currently sharing? That's all right. It's good. No wrong thing. Yep, back onto this one. Right. Hope you can all see the wheel. Yep. According to this, you can. So I'm just going to trust the computers, right? Right. Onto the first draw. So we have A first up to take on the wheel. And he gets one of the main eventers, Sean Strickland. Yeah. So that's a bit awkward thing. I've just been talking about him. But yeah, I'll try and see what I can add to this. But yeah, no, it's like I say, I mean, the Sean Strickland that's turned up against Adesanya, I didn't realise existed until that fight. Admittedly, Adesanya did look fairly poor in that as well. But that's one thing to consider. But if I think if it's going to have a chance, we're going to need to see that version of Strickland again later tonight. Actually, it's already like 3 in the morning over here. But yeah, we're going to need to see that version again if he's going to if he's going to get a win over Duplessis. Baron von Rattus next. Wrong page. Here we go. And he gets Marc-Andre Barriault. Marc-Andre Barriault. And it's frozen again. Lovely. Marc-Andre Barriault. There we go. So he's fighting a good friend of Sean Strickland, Chris Curtis, a bit further down on the main cards. I've got Chris Curtis to win a decision on that one. And even that, I think Chris is more than capable of finding a knockout in that one as well. So I think that's really losing a decision is kind of best case scenario for Mark. But yeah, no, I just put Chris Curtis at a slightly higher level, more well-rounded fighter. Obviously, given how good Sean has become, and they train together quite a lot, and that some of that's got to have rubbed off on him. But I think, yeah, as I say, I just rate Chris Curtis just that little bit more than Marc-Andre Barriault. Right, good luck with that one anyway. Boom Shakalaka up next. And he gets Brad Katona. Brad Katona there for Boom Shakalaka. And yeah, I'll see Brad Katona about halfway down the card, isn't he? Is fighting Garrett Armfield. I've got him to win a decision on that one. Fairly close fight, to be fair. I reckon it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. But it's ultimately it's just as long as Brad turns up, does what he normally does, just keeps it simple. Not really. Well, obviously MMA isn't simple. That's a dumb way of describing it. But as long as he just sticks to the fundamentals, doesn't do anything too stupid, should see out a decision fairly comfortably, I think so. Right, C. Collins 44 up next. Already halfway through this draw. And he also gets Marc-Andre Barriault. Yeah, like I say, it's just same thing I said earlier. Just rate Chris Curtis that little bit more. I think it's just a better overall fighter. At the very least, he can see out decision, potentially even finish Mark. So not confident in that one. In fact, Brad Katona is probably the only one that's come up so far that I'm confident in. The wheel went easy on you last week, but I think is coming out with a vengeance this time. Oh, so forgot to say this spin is for Dr. Maxis 2. Clicked it before saying that. And he gets Jasmine Jasduvicius. I think I probably butchered that. Jasmine Jasduvicius. I know what I mean. I've not spelled that right, but yeah, no. Anyway, at least I'm confident in her winning. I've got her to win a decision against another one I can't fucking pronounce. Priscilla Cachoeira. I don't know. I don't know. I should really learn. I should have been one of my New Year's resolutions. Learn fucking Spanish or something. Or Portuguese, actually. If she's Brazilian, they speak Portuguese down there. It was helping my pronunciations a lot. But anyway, about the fight itself, I've got to be honest. I've never really been a fan of Priscilla Cachoeira. Admittedly, it's just partly because that what was it? The eye gouge. Who was that against? No, fuck, I can't remember who it was against. Not off the top of my head, but yeah. No, overall, he's just as a fighter. Just I don't think she's really going anywhere in the division, if that makes sense. She'd probably be a decent gatekeeper, but I can't really see her getting into well, into any serious ranking contention anyway. I can see it being like I say, I can see it being a sort of fighter you have to beat to arguably get ranked, but that's probably about it. As for Jasmine, it's just another level. I can see her. I haven't actually checked their UFC's official rankings, but she should be ranked in my opinion, if she isn't already, or at least should be getting close to it. But anyway, for this fight, we'll just take it one fight at a time. I think she's going to get the win in that one. And finally, Shat up next. And he gets Mike Malott. Mike Malott there for Shat. And he's in the third main event against Neil Magny. And I've got him Mike days Malot to win by a submission in the third round. A little bit of a wildcard pick because I do trust the experience of Neil Magny a little bit more, but just going off recent form, which is in MMA, form is everything. So, and Mark has been finishing. Mike Grado has been finishing quite a lot of his opponents by submission. So I suppose if he carries on that streak, and Neil Magny does have a few submission losses on his record, I can see this just being another name as he starts to build his record, starts to make a name for himself. Right, so that's the draw done. That's the end of my rambling. Just go over those names again. We got A with Sean Strickland. Both Baron Van Rattus and C. Collins 44 have Marc-Andre Barriot. Boom Shakalaka as Brad Katona. Dr. Maxis 2 as Jasmine Jasduvicius. And Shat as Mike Malot. So, good luck tomorrow night. I think some of you are going to need it more than others. Frankly, that's always the way, though, isn't it? But most importantly, just good luck with these. If you got any bets on the card for tomorrow night, good luck with those as well. Good luck with your picks in general. Because good luck in life as well. I mean, I'd hate to see any of you get hit by a bus or anything like that. So just be lucky, lads. Anyway, until next time, so long for now.